Well, I can go to him on the phone and I can say, look, here's all the gold, here's all this. I'm gonna give it back to you. We'll go our separate ways. I could do that. If that was done, I think it's a bit too little, too late.
I hear that.
The problem is if you don't do that and you tell, maybe not tell him, but we're of the opinion right now that nothing's really happened, right?
I'm trying to prolong the arc. I feel like it's getting to a point where the gang wants to give all the shit back.
Maybe they don't.
But I'm trying to prolong it as much as possible.
Cheating like that, you don't just switch gangs. I mean, he might be cool with them, he might chill with them, but I can't see, like...
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
He's been at the Mandem for multiple years. He's just left a gang. It's like an ex, isn't it?
You don't necessarily switching gangs though. But what's stopping him going to a gang and just saying,
"You don't get out of a relationship and jump in another one"?
He's not jumping in. I'm saying he could pay a gang to come fuck us up at any point.
All right. Question is
Maybe
then let's not beat around the bush. Out of everyone here, who wants to give the shit back?
I think we should personally.
And feel free to voice it. Like, I'm not gonna feel a way about that. Like, because ultimately, it's about doing. Like, I want to hear everyone's perspective and understand what you all want in it.
I think especially the gold needs to go back.
I was gonna say
you could argue the money, Patar. That's fine, but the gold, even the stuff in like Denzel's stashes and shit, I think that needs to all go back because
he's gonna
at the end of the
have
day,
to get storage for us because we need room for that.
But even if we vocalize the point that we're willing to give it back, it's just you need somewhere to put it. And out of gesture of goodwill, we start with the dust, for example. I think it's better than just holding it all because at the end of the day, it's of no value to us.
See, that's the thing. It's kind of hard for it to prolong it when the whole gang wants something. Because I can't just do something because SK wants to do it. I need to think for the whole gang.
Angels. So I think as a gesture of goodwill, we should give all of the gold back.
Again, I don't care about giving it back. It was more of the principle of seeing if he only thing he cares about is the money, or he actually still cares about us and me and the Mandem, So I'm cool with giving it back.
He was on the ground after being shot and then got stole from. I think.
I think it's more the principle.
Yeah, it is. So James, what do you think? You think we should give it back as well? Yeah, that's what you're saying.
I don't know if we should because the thing is no, I think we should give the gold back. Yeah, but I don't know about the money because at the end of the day, the money's going to benefit us, and he's already said that we're past his point of ideals or whatever he said. Pretty much saying it's not really going to make a difference now anyway. So.
Do you know what we do? We use.
I just think we shouldn't have took it in the first place.
We try and do what Lang did with our chains. We say every week you leave us alone and you don't hurt or do anything to us, we give you X amount of gold back. Because then he's leaving us alone exactly what we want, and he's happy because realistically, if we're fired at Gold Rush, we can't even make money from that gold because we can't turn it into bars anyway. So
I don't think that's the move.
That's the backwards way of doing it, I think. Because you're basically saying, oh, we'll give you a back, but we don't trust you to not do anything, so we're only giving you...
Also, what are we paying him to stop? Like, we're still very much operating on this basis as if it's like all hell has been broken loose.
Yeah, no, you're right. We hold it until he does something.
The thing is, from a gang standpoint, we're throwing all our leverage away, but from a personal standpoint, I'm more than happy to give him the gold,
Bro, that's the personal standpoint, bro. Like, this guy is threatening us and...
Realistically...
You said you're a dead man walking, bro. Like, this ain't no personal level thing. We need the leverage.
I believe we should stand on our decisions, but I'm also not going to sit here when I've got the whole group wanting to do one thing and go, oh no, well, I'm gonna push it this way then, because I do have all your best interests at heart. That's the thing, right? So if everyone genuinely wants to give it back, as much as I do think we should stand on what we've done, I will have a conversation with him. I'm not just going to disregard what you lot want. What do you think, Saint?
I think we should. I mean, it's just respecting, Like, I get that, like... I don't know how to word what I want to say. Yeah, I just think we should give it back.
See, I know you were saying he hasn't done much, right? And that's not...
Called us.
Okay, well, he bombed the block.
Yeah, I know,
but I don't know why we're acting like he couldn't just fucking fuck us up.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
he has the facilities to fucking fuck us up, and that's the fact. He could turn around to any gang and pay them any amount of fucking money, It could be Saints for all we fucking know, and he could. I know. Okay, he might not. That might not be the Tommy Tate way, but that is a possibility. It could happen.
Red Observatory.
I am trying to. My point of giving the goal back is more of a gesture of goodwill to preemptively stop something like that happening.
Yeah, it's like.
Yeah.
See, I do
That's
agree,
kinda what I
but
was
if listen,
trying to say.
if we're going to apply that level of fear, right, and if it is the situation of T could get the Saints involved, then on that same mindset, why are we going to then have discussions about how we should go into a coke run 6-man deep, ready to do like if we're ready to fight them in that context, why aren't we ready to fight them in this context?
And
Oh,
bro,
God.
like as well, like when we give this gold back and he says, yeah, you owe me another 15 mil from wars, and we tell him you ain't getting it, and he does exactly the same thing as before the gold, bro. Like, please, can we? I beg we don't give him this leverage. Like, he's literally threatened to kill Patar. Said he's a dead man walking. Like,
He almost killed Ved too.
Like, there ain't no respect here, bro. Like, he be threatening the gang.
He almost killed Ved with his airstrike too.
I'll be vexed if we just give it back to him before he's done now. Like, yeah, he bombed the block or whatever he did there, but you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, it's the block, we gotta defend it. And as much as you're saying he can pay these people to come shoot us, like I know, yeah, we got rolled in the Saints War, but we weren't fighting to our strengths, and that's exactly what we need to do.
90% of us
we
lost
need to
them.
defend the block.
90% of us lost our mental during the Saints fight.
But that's
Like
'cause
James,
we
you
were
were
trying
out
to
of it.
push them,
Winston,
bro.
Winston was out of it.
I mean, you can say that, Lopatar, but the reason you lost your mentor is because we got smoked repeatedly. That'll happen again if we get smoked for another week straight. I guarantee it.
But the thing is, yeah, like we were fighting them in the south side. We didn't want to fight them there. We were going for sprays. We couldn't take them because they didn't have anyone on the gang app. They weren't waking up. But if the thing is, yeah, if we're defending at our ends, bro, it's a completely different fight. It's a completely different fight. Like
My question as well is like, what is the? Do you believe that returning the gold leads to all issues resolved? Genuinely,
I think
No.
T is way more pettier than that.
because I think it's pretty.
15 mil.
I think it's pretty.
No
I think
fucking
it's.
way.
I think it's pretty obvious that if you know him, it's never going to be that simple. We ultimately we have made our bed.
Alright, I'm gonna say this then. If we don't give anything back and
We
it
lay
does
it.
escalate into a war, I know for a fact I'll be stood here with a gun in my hand every day. If people ain't around for it, and after they've said no, we ain't giving them shit back, we need the leverage, and then they don't actively fucking back it, I won't be happy.
Yeah, as you should. This is the thing. We all have to be on that same page. I'm gonna call him tonight, and I'm not gonna say, "Oh, you're getting your gold back." I'm gonna feel out what's going on and where he's at, and I'm gonna give him my reasoning for shooting him. Not from a gang thing, but to get that weight off my shoulders.